What is up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. I want to go through the final results of the Truck Series race. That was a great race. I think with the chase format in place now, not that we didn't see any wrecks, we saw wrecks, but maybe it didn't push these guys from realizing, hey, we need points just as much to win. They did go for the win at the end. Nothing changed there. So Chandler Smith gets the win at Daytona after a four wide photo finish at the end. Definitely was a fantastic finish there. Gio in the 17 finished second. He got pushed down below the yellow line on the last lap and back straightaway, but able to get back up and fight for that finish again. But it was just unbelievable. Unfortunately, not only 17, the 11 who was up front, he got pushed out 3 wide. The 91, Kristen Ekins, who finished third, all in that battle. Ty Majeski, he finished 4th, but he was one pushing Chandler right at the end, just staying with a Ford, trying to help get a win, and it was Chandler got the win. So Gio second, Kristen Ekins in third, Tom Majeski fourth, John Harnewchek in fifth, and he was in the top 5, top 10 for the most of the race, but didn't seem like he had the speed for the most part, but definitely showed strength there at the end. Ricky Stenhouse, he was probably mired in the back for the most of the race. We didn't talk much about him, only a few times, but was able to sneak out a 6th spot. Brandon Queen, or Butterbean Queen, he got to in 7th position finish. Ran in the top 5, top 10 most of the race. He was on the outside, doing a great job. So really good. I think maybe he at one point maybe had a shot to win, but hey, first time for Dodge being back, or in this case Ram being back in the sport, and definitely was fun to see them racing up front. They led some laps with 16, so good finish with a top 10 for Ram, and also Brandon Queen finished in 7th. Again, Caden Honeycutt, who took over that 11 truck from Corey Heim, finished 8th, running up front, fast truck all race long. Just, they all got kind of messed up when the 77 Hocevar, go figure, he spun out again for the 3rd, 5th time during that race. And this time they didn't throw a caution, so the pack kind of got all messed up, and it was just all kind of screwy at the end, and it didn't work out for him being out too far up front, and led to what happened there. And then you had Tyler Ankrum in the 18, finishing 9th. Stuart Friesen, after coming back from a horrendous crash in his dirt series race cars last year, able to get a top 10. So great for him and that team, and able to see what he could do for this season. Nick in the 5 finished 11th. Ben Rose finished 12th. Didn't hear much about him, really. Kind of mired in the back of the pack all race long. We didn't hear much of him. Anders Perez in the 44 finished 13th. Cole finished 14th. Travis Pastrana, he was kind of, for what I remember, he was in the top 12, trying to get in the top 10. Just didn't seem like he, just wasn't that confident to get up front. But, he did what he could, and good for him. And hopefully he'll come back to do some more down the road, with these guys. But he finishes 15th. Frankie Muniz, didn't hear much about him either. Finished 16th. Not sure if the truck wasn't good or just couldn't make moves enough, but didn't hear very much about him. Daniel Dye finished 17th. Clayton Greenfield 18th. And another Ram driver, I want to say Mini Tyrell. That's his name. He's the guy who won that celebrity seat thing. Even though he's an actual race car driver, he just call it celebrity seat, whatever. He finished 19th. I think it was almost dead last, almost all race. But guys wrecking, able to get up front. Josh in the 22 finished 20th. Spencer Boyd finished 21st. Justin Haley, who led laps in the 16 Ram, just unfortunately wasn't able to finish out the. Well, he believe he got caught up in a wreck or had some issues that made him fall back to the rear, but unfortunately finishes 22nd. Tanner Gray finished 23rd. Michael McDowell basically tried to self block and trying to keep his position and got spun for it, so that didn't pan out too well at the end for him, and they didn't bring out the caution late for that, so that was I think the last lap or coming to the white flag, and he just trying to block and make moves and just didn't work out. Chris Wright finished 25th. Daniel Henrik finished 26th, one lap down. Dawson Sutton finished 27th. Tyler Gray finished 28th. Grant Enfinger in 29th. Again, we didn't hear much about him either. Jason in the 97 finished 30th. Lane Riggs, they were having issues with their left rear tire. They just kept blowing out left rear tires and just not understand why. It seemed as Carson Hocevar, they were just blowing out left rear. I mean, Carson had some damage after the fact, so maybe that was the reason why. But as for Lane Riggs, just not really sure what happened to that left rear. Ran out of debris or something, I don't know. But those seemed like the only two vehicles really pretty much had concerns with the left rear. Everyone else seemed okay with it. But yeah, not sure why, but unfortunately finished 31st, 4 laps down. Let's see, Jake in the 98 finished 32nd, 4 laps down as well. Jason White, 33rd. Corey LaJoy, 10 laps down. Believe he got caught up in that one wreck there in the middle of the race there, or late in the race, and finished 34th. Carson Hocevar again, he finished 35th, had multiple tire issues, and then he was like 3 laps down, tried to race to the front. Why? I don't know. That's just Carson Hocevar for you. Gets spun out, comes across the guy's nose and just spins himself out. Finished 14 laps up. Tony Stewart finished 36th, unfortunately. He was trying to get his car handling better and just didn't, the truck better in the Ram. He just couldn't get it fixed properly, so he was just kind of hanging in the back. And finally, he started feeling like the truck was coming to him. And unfortunately, about, I think it was in stage 2, a guy got loose underneath him. Same thing, actually, what I'm talking about, Chris McFarland gets. Same thing happened to him. He gets loose, but in this case, he overcorrects and slides right up into Tony Stewart and takes Tony Stewart out with him. And so that puts Tony Stewart 36th. And in 37th, Cleus, I think a lot of people were rooting for him, wanting him to do well. Not saying he was going to win or anything like that, but have a good top 10. Who knows, maybe a top 5 finish. More or less just try to finish the race. But unfortunately, not even 5 or 6 laps in, he come off turn 4, and he said it clear as day. He got tight, and he was 3 wide, and he had to keep the truck pinched to the bottom. The truck tried to slide up, about to hit the guy on the outside of him. And once you come off these turns, and especially with the truck on the outside, it takes air off the spoiler. It plants the truck back down, the nose back down, and it got loose, and he didn't want to wreck in front of the field because he was up. He was up there. He was like probably running 7th to 8th at that point, and he didn't want to wreck the field. And he hooked, just turned a hard left, and unfortunately spun him out and wrecked into the inside wall coming off 4. So unfortunate for him. Hopefully he gets more opportunities I hope that this is not just like, okay, one done, be done sort of thing. I hope he does have more chances at certain tracks that he probably would be better at or good at. Short tracks, maybe some mile and a halves, depends on maybe the tracks he's already done in the ARCA series. So hopefully, which by the way, I think he's in the ARCA series tomorrow at noon. So he's still got one more race to go. But yeah, he just unfortunate for him. But hopefully, he has got way more opportunities. As he always says, raise hell, praise Dale, and of course, be like Biff. Greg Biffle was a big mentor for him, trying to get him to the NASCAR series and moving forward. So it sucks that he didn't able to get to finish the race and run a lot of laps, but hopefully he'll have more opportunities down the road. So yeah, guys, that race that was fun. NASCAR's back. I mean, I feel like just the way they were racing, and I feel like the chase kind of played in some of that. I'm not saying that that was always in the back of their minds. I mean, stage racing was aggressive, but for the most part, yeah, as far as I know, they never wrecked really, in a sense, because of the points. It was like weird. One spins, collects another truck sort of thing. Just not really the big wreck that we usually come to see. But they were pushing it though, from the get go. From like lap 2, they were 3 wide. Maybe it could have been because there were a lot of Cup drivers in this race. You had Carson Hocevar, you had Stenhouse in there, you had McDowell in there, Corey LaJoy. So you had a lot of these Cup drivers in there, so maybe they were just like eager to, hey, if they're gonna go, we'll go with them. But no, it was definitely fun, and can't wait to see the rest of the season. Of course, Chandler Smith wins the race, but he's not locked in anymore. There's no more win and you're in. Thank goodness. He's got to go next week. The rest of these guys have to go next week and just keep on collecting points and get the wins. I mean, the wins mean a lot because you get 55 points. And so it does mean a lot to win still. It's not just like, okay, well, I finished second, good points day. No, 55 points for winning. On top of your 10 points for each stage, that's a lot of points. So you're talking about 75 points total for a whole race. If you could do that, that's a lot. I still think there's a 7 to win. A lot of people think that's not the case, but I think there will be. And, of course, this is still Daytona. People are going to want to win at Daytona. You're going to see good finishes for the next 2 races coming up for Xfinity and the Cup Series, or Xfinity. It's going to take me a long time. I swear. I'm sorry, guys. Just keep reminding me. It's O'Reilly, because I have so much issues. It's been Xfinity for so many years, and now just to change it, I wish they would stop doing that. But anyways, I'm gonna give it a rating. Good race. I think 8 out of 10. Very good, solid Daytona race. I know it's a full wide photo finish. Reason why I'm not giving it like a 10 out of 10. Main reason, I think, just if it can just clean up the race a little bit more. Officiating was okay. Nothing stuck out too much. Maybe 1 or 2 cautions could have not been a caution. 1 caution could have been one. There's so many things that, like, you could, Monday night quarterback sort of thing, But either way, solid racing at Daytona. Let me know what you thought about the race, and that will do it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more NASCAR content. Hope to see you for the next one.